Hi guys, it's Laura and today we're gonna be talking about Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you guys know already, but I have been living in Saudi for around 2 years and 3 months or so since I came in December of 2014. So I wanted to make this video to share with you my experience and what I believe are the positive and negative things about the country. And just to share with you a bit of information about Saudi Arabia, since it is a country that doesn't allow tourism, so you must either live here or work here to be able to enter Saudi Arabia. First of all, I'm gonna start with the advantages. One of the huge advantages of Saudi Arabia is that you get to meet a large amount of people from different countries and you get to interact with their cultures, and it's just a thing that really makes you rich. Because I have met people from the United States, Korea, Palestine, Syria, Jordan, Greece, Ukraine, UK, and many other countries that I cannot even name them all because there's too many. This has taught me that you have to be respectful with people no matter where they're from, and they're gonna be different. Their cultures are gonna be sometimes weird for you, but it's gonna be their culture and maybe you are the weird one for them. And I have learned that there's more cultures out there, that it's not only your culture, and I really like that. I don't know, it makes me feel good. Another advantage is that when I came here, I only knew Spanish and barely knew simple words in English. But I had to enter an English school since there isn't a Spanish school here. And this taught me English. I can even have a full-on conversation with you right now. So, clearly has taught me some English. And I'm really happy because, the languages here is something that you're gonna learn. If your first language is not English or Arabic, you're gonna have to learn a new language. And so that's really something great because, it's knowledge doesn't have an end in here. Because, you'll just... If your first language is not English, another advantage is that if your first language is not Arabic or English, you're gonna have to learn either English or Arabic, because here you have to learn one of these two languages, which really is great because you're learning new stuff, you're being able to learn a new language and communicate with people, and it is great to know new languages. So when you go back to your home country, it's a plus, it's just a plus, and it's an advantage. One of the main advantages of Saudi is that you get to meet Saudi people. It's simple, it sounds really simple, but it is actually something big, because before you come to Saudi, everybody tells you Saudi, all the girls wearing black, all the boys wearing white, it's a black hole, no one wants to go there. But actually, when you come here, you realize that what people say about Saudi is not actually completely truth. Okay, there are some things that are true, but people exaggerate a lot, and this is so much better than people actually think it is. So it's great to meet the actual Saudi, to see the actual Saudi, and to think stuff by yourself, not just what others tell you, And you can just live in a new country with a completely different culture, with completely different people, and you get to live a bit like them. Women have to wear abayas, which are kind of black dress that goes from your wrists to your ankles and covers your whole body. It's really loose, it's not tight or anything, and technically it should be black, but nowadays people wear gray, blue, even white, and many other colors. It usually is dark colors, but I have seen some girls that wear it really light colors, like a full white abaya. But usually people wear either black or dark colors, but it doesn't have to be strictly black. You don't have to cover your head. There is that religious place called Mutawwa that might eventually come and tell you to cover your head, but you don't have to go on your daily life with your head covered. A lot of people don't wear scarves. And I have been living here for, a bit more than 2 years, and I think the Mutawwa has only come to tell me to cover my hair for 3 times maximum in this time. So obviously you don't have to cover your head, it's just when they tell you, and they're not angry or aggressive or anything. They don't come telling you, hey, you have to cover your head, what are you doing? No, they're really polite and they simply tell you, please, could you please cover your head or something like that. So they're really nice and polite, they're not aggressive or anything that you might think they are. Men and women are always separated everywhere. In the mall, you can see all the restaurants, and every ordering part is gonna have 2 areas, women and men, or single and families. So single men have to go one way and families or only women are gonna have to go other way. And also, you're also gonna see shops that say only family, so that means that a single man cannot go in there. You have to be either women or you have to be with your family. Women can't drive. And I mean, that's not a disadvantage for me because obviously, because of my age, I wasn't gonna drive even if women were allowed to. But it is a disadvantage for the rest of grown-up women since, you know, they just can't drive to wherever they want to. But there is a huge amount of drivers that a lot of people have their own driver, which is just like a man that works for you, and he basically drives your car wherever you want him to. So you just tell him like, get me to whatever or get me to whatever, and he just does that. Or you can also use Uber, or you can also use taxis. So there are lots of ways to get to the places, but if you're a woman, you yourself cannot get there without someone else, you know? Also, before I came to Saudi, I had heard that women cannot go out alone. That's not true. I see a lot of women walking alone or with other women, and you know, there's no problem. You don't need a man next to you. You can do that yourself. In the mall, there's more women alone than with men. So, you know, clearly there you can see that women are allowed to go out by themselves. One of the worst things about Saudi is that there's not much entertainment. There's, for example, no cinemas, no music, so there's of course no concerts. Like, you go to a mall, and in Spain, when you get out of some shops, you're deaf from how loud the music is. But in Saudi, you get in the shop and you hear nothing but the people talking because there's no music. Like, music is not allowed. So in public places, there's no music, but of course at your house or in the car, whatever, you of course can listen to music. But in public places, there's literally zero music. Zero music. And also, there's no cinema, so you cannot just say like, I'm gonna spend my afternoon in the cinema or I'm gonna go watch a movie. No, you just stay home and watch Netflix because you're not gonna be able to go out for the cinema, you know, you're not gonna be able to do that. But meanwhile, some of the biggest entertainment things that there are in Spain aren't available here. There are also other kind of entertainment. For example, a lot of people that come to Saudi from outside live in compounds. Compounds are places where there are a lot of houses together. It's a closed place, okay? It has walls all around it, and it can have from like 8 houses if it's a really small compound to like about 500 or even more if it's a pretty big one. And it is just a lot of houses inside that people live in their houses, of course, and it's, as I said, a closed place. But apart from the houses, you also have parks in it. You have, let me think, you have a recreation center where you can play games, you can play badminton, tennis, whatever. You can play many sports. You have a pool usually, a gym. You sometimes have a cinema. For example, in the compound that I live, there is a cinema. And then, you know, you have a lot of facilities that make your life easier and that actually make you be entertained. So that's, you know, that's another kind of entertainment. And also in compounds, you can wear whatever clothes you want. So as if I was in Spain, you can wear shorts, you can wear, you know, short sleeve shirts, whatever, literally whatever you could have worn in your home country. So also, usually boys and girls are separated in school as well as in high school, university, and etc. But there is like 4 main schools that allow girls and boys to be together. And these schools are multinational school, American school, British school, and French school. But there's also others like Korean school, Japanese school, German schools, but I'm not sure how those work, so I can't really... And schools have an obligatory subject, which is Kingdom Arabic, or... well, it depends on the year you're in. It changes from Islamic culture, Kingdom Arabic, or history and geography of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The one I am taking right now is geography and history of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but we also take a few Arabic lessons. And yeah, the Ministry of Education forces every single school in Riyadh at least to have this subject. Independently if it is a Saudi school or whatever nationality school, you must have that subject. Another curiosity is that there is a prayer time 5 times a day. And these 5 times, everything closes. I mean, shops, banks, And you know, everything. You go in the mall, there's prayer time, everything closes. You cannot eat, you cannot shop because restaurants also close as well as shops. There's nothing that stays open. Nothing, completely no business that stays open. So every single thing is shut down when the prayer time is, you know, when it's prayer time. And last but not least, I gotta say that everything I have mentioned in this video is from my experience and my opinion. And I believe there's nothing why we should be scared of Saudi or Saudi people, because Saudi people are really nice people and they treat you as if you were one more of them. So they're not gonna be like, they're gonna attack you because you're a foreigner. They're gonna attack you because you're a woman. Whatever things you hear from outside, they're not. Also, Saudi is a pretty safe country, so it's not like bombs everywhere, terrorism everywhere. No, it's not like that. So it's not as bad as people say it is. For me, it has been a really, really great experience to be here, and I recommend it to anybody who has the opportunity to come to Saudi. At least come and try, because I think you're gonna get a lot of good things from here. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope I helped you by telling you a bit of how Saudi is. I hope if you're thinking to come to Saudi or if you just simply want to be informed about it, this really, really helped you. And if it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and see you soon.